What's up, guys? It's Reynad back, and today I wanted to talk a bit about the Heroic Tavern Brawl that Blizzard just announced. So I'm recording this on Tuesday. It hasn't come out yet. I haven't gotten to play it, but I'm very excited to. It's going to be very fun to stream, very fun to compete in. So I want to talk a bit about like the my thoughts on the format and I guess the community's response to it. And I think it's a pretty important thing to talk about when it comes to new features rolling out in Hearthstone in the future. So first of all, I love the format. It's very similar to leagues in Magic Online, which kind of copied Arena in Hearthstone. So very good format. For those of you guys that don't know, for 1,000 gold or $10 entry fee, which I know is very high, you can compete in a kind of like constructed arena type of thing where you queue up, play against somebody with the same record as you, and then based on how many wins you get with your one constructed deck that you lock in, you get some rewards. And it's a high entry fee, but the rewards are also crazy, especially if you get 12 wins. That reward is absurd. So that's like golden legendaries, 3 of them, like 50 packs. It's crazy. So anyway, this is kind of like a test run for something like tournament mode, and it's very rare. It's never happened before that Blizzard's actually catered to like more experienced players. That's something in Hearthstone I feel like has been lacking, is some like end game content. Because ladder feels very like masturbatory. You don't get anything out of it. You're just doing it every month, and it's not like rewarding, So it's nice that there's something like this that has really high rewards, but also some risk associated with it. I love the risk portion because it makes it much more exciting to play for. You stand to lose something. So I want to talk a bit about the, overall I'm happy they're testing it. I think it's great. I think the one thing Blizzard could have done better is maybe make different entry fee levels, like different tiers. 1,000 gold is a bit of a sticker shock to a lot of players, and there should probably be like a free one where people can like just win a pack and see how many wins they get for fun. There should probably be one for like 300 gold or something, and just like lower tiers. And then like the 1,000 gold can be like the high end. Long story short, I think the main thing to take away from this is the community response, and I think the community response is so bad for the future of the game, and I want to address this. So, out of nowhere, nobody expected this Heroic Brawl. They announce it, and it has 1,000 gold entry fee. So most people don't save their gold. As soon as they get 100 gold, they buy a pack, or as soon as they get 150, they do an arena run. As soon as they get 1,600 dust, they'll make a legendary instead of a bunch of rares that they need. That's just how most people operate. They don't save their shit in Hearthstone. So they announced this 1,000 gold entry thing out of nowhere, and a lot of people just don't have the gold to do it, and they don't want to spend money on the game. So to a lot of people, it's cost prohibitive, and they won't be able to do it because of that. So their natural response isn't like, oh, this is a cool game mode, too bad I can't play it. Their natural response is going to be to kind of put it down in any way they can think of. The example I used on stream is kind of like, if you can't get a girl to go with you to like the middle school dance, you're gonna stay at home with your friends who also didn't go to the dance and like play video games and like say how lame the dance is and try to talk down the dance. Even though for the people going to it, that's a really cool social thing. They're having fun. Like, let them have their fucking fun, Don't have to like put it down and make it out to seem lame just because you're not being a part of it yourself. So I think the argument a lot of people are clinging on to is this EV argument, expected value. Oh, it's like a 29% rake. It's so bad. Blizzard's just trying to take your money before the expansion. And that argument is just so wrong and so bad for so many reasons that I'm not even going to go into like all of them in depth. But like, first of all, the way Blizzard operates across all games is that the game designers, not business dev, the game designers have autonomy. They decide what happens to the game. Their goal is not profit. That's like a separate guy that's on the team that tries to help the game make money in a way that doesn't interfere with what the game designers want. And the game designers just want to make epic games. That's their goal. So profit is never like the thought on Team 5's mind. Clearly game balance is never the thought on their mind. Why would profit be on their mind either? Anyway, so that's just like a bad argument in and of itself. The thing is, the expansion timing isn't the reason either. It's just like a lull in content until BlizzCon, and then the expansion is going to come out who knows when after that. Like, there's always some expansion on the horizon, right? Like, there's no timing they could have done this where it would have made sense. So Yeah, the point is Blizzard is not money hungry. That's not the reason for any of this happening, and I feel like it's just... It sucks that the first time they try something to cater to more experienced players, the community shits on it because it came out of nowhere, and a lot of players it's not aren't going to participate in it themselves, even if they will enjoy watching it. So this is the main thing I want to say about this after kind of rambling in the middle. This kind of response is really fucking bad for future game modes to come out into the game. Do not react this way when new things come out. Try to think beyond yourself and your little bubble. Just because it doesn't appeal to you doesn't mean that it doesn't appeal to some players. Literally every game mode up to this point caters to casuals. This is the first and only thing in the game, and it's only lasting a week, might never come back because of your response. This is the only thing in the game that's ever catered to more experienced players. Let us have this one little thing without complaining about it and making Blizzard discouraged about implementing it in the game long term. Second thing is, if I'm Blizzard and I see a lot of negative community response, I don't think that should deter me from making it an actual game mode separate from Tavern Brawl. If it was just this extra optional thing and it didn't take away Tavern Brawl from the plebs and the experienced players had something to do, some kind of endgame content, I think that would be excellent. I don't think that many people would complain about it. Even if most players don't want to do it because it's cost prohibitive or they're scared they won't perform well enough, because some people don't like risk. They're very risk adverse. For me, risk is exciting, right? But for a lot of people, they don't want to risk 1,000 gold. It's just they're not confident enough in their deck and their play to want to do it, which totally makes sense. There's nothing wrong with that. The point is, it should exist as a game mode. I don't think that every game mode in Hearthstone, this is the main thing, I don't think that every single thing implemented into the game should cater to the majority. I think there's a way to make all of the communities within Hearthstone happy because different players want different things, and you should have something for every kind of player. It took us 3.5 years, or 4 years, however long it's been, to get the first thing for experienced competitive players, and the community shits on it because it doesn't cater to the majority, or the plurality, whatever, you know? Not every single game mode has to cater to new players. Stop bringing up the expected value argument when it applies to no other area of the game. Everything is bad value in Hearthstone. You spend money to play the game sometimes, like Arena or whatever it is, or buying packs. You're never getting money back. It's not a casino. You are always lighting 100% of your money on fire. You're exchanging money for entertainment. Don't shit on other people's ability to enjoy that. These same people, I made a tweet about this, the same people on Reddit that feel like they're qualified enough to determine every balance decision about the game are the same people that aren't confident enough in going 5-3 to break even on this event. I agree that most people won't go 5-3. Those people that won't shouldn't play it necessarily, the people that don't think they can shouldn't play it. It's okay that there's a game mode that doesn't cater to the majority. Because right now, the minority, which is like the experienced competitive player that wants more endgame content, they've just been neglected for 3.5, 4 years. We have to play shitty third-party cups online in order to compete in anything. It's just, let us have this one thing, The expected value argument is so bad in and of itself on so many levels. Just don't fucking play it. Yeah, all right. Anyway, that's kind of my argument about it overall. Looking forward to the comments saying that every point I made is invalid because I cussed a couple times. It's always my favorite. Your argument, regardless of what you said, immediately becomes invalidated the second you use the word fuck. So if you're gonna make that comment on Reddit, just ahead of time, fuck you. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. See you next time, and yeah, have a good one. He needs another anything. If he doesn't have exactly anything, we still are in good shape. I can't win the game when I'm so unlucky.